How many of you saw this video on TikTok? A lot of people are saying that this guy married somebody that was old enough to become his grandmother. People had a lot to say about their wedding, and today the guy is here in our studio to clear the air. This is his story.
Hi, my name is Prince Victor Parasin. A whole lot of people have been commenting about my viral wedding video. They say that I married someone old enough to be my grandmother. They say that I married because of money. But I'm here right now to clear the facts about how I met my lovely wife. And this is my story. I'm in business when it comes to me and my wife, and I'm going to love her to the fullest. I don't think that any Nigerian can equally bear the pressure and can be able to sacrifice as much as my wife has done in my life. You suddenly change your name. Now she didn't marry you. You use her last name instead of your own last name, Parasin.
Why?
Oh, you didn't notice that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm now shocking you.
Just because of constant communication.
Constant communication.
Maybe on WhatsApp.
Yes.
You're not speaking this way.
Constant communication
never went to
for 8
university.
years. Yes, I never went to university.
Wow. Bro, a lot of people had so many things to say about your wedding. They said you married somebody that is way older than you. What do you have to say about it?
Well, what I have to say about my marriage, me getting married to my wife, is that when it comes to age, they will always say that age is just a matter of number. And that's the simple truth, because there are so many people that are out there that are just like I am, getting married to older person, and they can't equally like defend themselves when it comes to that, because they are scared of what people will say and all that. But here I am, I got married, and I'm so proud of my wife, because I think that when it comes to marriage, and that love is what really matters.
Not age, right?
Not age,
So
exactly.
even if she's like 30 years older than you, doesn't matter.
If she is 30 or 40, once the love is there, and once you guys are convinced between both of you that you guys are ready to step into getting married, I think everyone is matured once you cross the age of 18 according to the Nigerian constitution.
Yeah, is she in Nigeria?
No, she's not in Nigeria.
So a lot were like, okay, if you really wanted to marry an older person, what of the old people in Nigeria?
Okay. One thing about Nigeria is this, when it comes to our mindset, we are still backdated. I'm sorry to say this, but we are still backdated. I asked someone this question on my live stream, that what if I come to ask your grandmother, his hand in marriage, what would be your reaction?
They'll use cutlass to push.
Yes, what would be your reaction? You understand? That's the kind of mindset. And a whole lot of people keep talking about the same thing, age gap. It happens in the Western world. The difference is that they are more civilized and they don't talk about it. They don't see it as a big deal. But here in Nigeria, we see it as a big deal.
As a taboo.
Yes, as a taboo.
Have you always had a thing for older people?
Of course. I'm really like compassionate when it comes to older people. My grandmom is still alive, and she can testify among her grandkids.
How much you take care of her?
Yeah, how much I care about her.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think so, yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys meet? Because I'm curious. Do you understand? You're a young guy, you're good looking, you speak so well. How many of you can agree with me that the way he speaks, he's eloquent, how did you come in contact with this lady? How did this love formed in a way that today you guys are now married?
Okay.
I want you to tell us the full gist. How did you meet her?
Well, I actually met my wife on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would just say it has been a couple of years, and I want to also correct the impression about being desperate, that people always be like, oh, they are desperate.
Okay, that people outside,
Yes.
those people are desperate.
No, that me and my wife, me or my wife are desperate
okay.
for marriage. And I want to tell them that this relationship that equally led to marriage has lasted more than close to 8 years now.
Are you serious?
Yes. And that's one thing they don't know about. And it has lasted more than so many other people marriages out there. But we've known each other for 8 years. So that impression that we are being desperate, they should take it off. You understand? They should take it off. So I see no reason why you would say desperate. And another thing about Nigerians they will always like to jump into conclusion without hearing from the both sides, And I believe that the earlier, if you don't know much about something, you just keep quiet, the better for the society at large.
Wow. So how was it like your long distance relationship?
It wasn't easy.
Is she American or?
Of course.
She's American.
She's an American.
So how long did you wait before you guys finally met?
I'm telling you, it's a struggle of close to 8 years now.
Oh, so immediately you guys met. That was when the marriage was established, the wedding was established.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. The marriage took place not too long. It took place, I think the court wedding took place on 9th of April.
Okay, that was just 2 months ago.
Yeah, that was roughly 2 months ago. And okay, I also did my reception because, a whole lot of people, the kind of marriages I do see out there, it's hard to see a white woman go to a church wedding with a Nigerian guy. But I had to go that far to prove my love to her and to tell the whole world that this is not actually all for scam. I'm in business when it comes to me and my wife, and I'm going to love her to the fullest.
Aww.
That's one thing that they don't know about,
That's beautiful. So, what did your family say about this idea of getting married to someone way older?
Okay. When it comes to my family, they were fully supported. They fully gave me the support I needed. Because, as I always say, if you don't know the story, you better not talk.
So she has been in your life long enough for them to have accepted already. So then when it came to the marriage part, they did not oppose it at all.
Oh no, they did not oppose it. It was quite a successful one.
Wow.
There is no need of, it's not like a Nigerian movie where mom would say no or dad would say no. My family accepted my lovely wife wholeheartedly, and that always makes me feel happy and have more regards for my family.
In the comment section, I saw somebody commented something that he knows her, that she's the CEO of a company, a travel company, something like that. And a lot of people liked that comment and they equally say they know her too. So I don't know if that is true or false.
Well, I'm not
They
going
say she's a business tycoon or something.
Well, I'm not going to put that out here, but
You would like to keep it private?
yeah, I would like to keep it private. It's up to it's up to anyone that is actually watching to go and make his own research if you feel like. But I think it's not a big deal.
That's nice. So, how is it like right now? What is the marriage looking like at the moment?
Well-
especially the fact that people had so much to say when you guys go out for maybe social events, or you go out to have maybe dinner in a restaurant. How does it feel like knowing that a lot of people are looking at you in a certain way?
Okay.
How does this affect, how you feel about yourself?
Okay. Firstly, I would say people that are my viewers on TikTok should already know that I don't even give a damn about what people say, because this is my life. Okay. If I'm to say, okay, 3 years backward, did the social media know about me?
Nobody knew about you.
Yeah, nobody knew about
And
me.
nobody cared.
And nobody cared. You understand? And one impression I always know that affects a whole lot is about what people would say. A whole lot of people have missed the opportunity just because of what people
What
would
people say.
Yes. Okay, as a young girl, you will be like, oh no, this man is much more older than me. But you know that the man came with genuine intention for you. You'll be like, oh no, my friend this, my friend that, my friend married the guy that is in US, UK, Australia and all that, so good looking and all that, But you will end up losing that to go and get in contact with someone that might equally wants to just use you and dump you.
True.
Although it's vice versa, you understand? But when it comes to all this about age difference and what I think or how I will feel out there, I'm fucking proud of my wife.
So when you guys go out, you don't feel anything?
I don't feel anything. If I have the courage to put her on my social media handle, I'm proud of her enough to put her out there with my face, even when I kiss her and do all manner of things with her. I can defend my wife multiple times. If anywhere, anytime they call me concerning my wife, and I would defend her and I would stand by her as long as I have breath. That's
interesting. So what about her family? Does she have kids? Is there any one of her kids that is almost the same age as you are? How do they feel about it?
well, her
Do
family.
they trust you?
Her family are amazing, and of the truth, her family also accepted me wholeheartedly.
Wow.
And that's the simple truth about that.
Wow.
And when it comes to kids, I don't think. No, not at all. Not at all. Let me just put it that way.
Interesting. So are you guys planning to raise children?
Well, I think it's a personal thing, and
It's not something you want to talk about publicly?
yeah, it's a personal thing, and I believe that it's just personal. But I want to say this as well, because a whole lot of people will always say, "Oh, don't tell me that as a man you don't want a kid." That's Nigerian mentality. But they are forgetting the fact that there are so many reverend fathers out there that actually knew that before taking the oath to become a reverend father, that you will not have kids, and they jump into that, knowing fully well because of the love they have for God or something, made them deprive themselves from having kids and all that, and most people fail to understand that genuinely most people have their decisions, and a whole lot is about to change when it comes to the next generation that is coming up. You understand? So most of the times when I say it, oh no, I don't think kids doesn't really matter as it stands now, people will always counter that because they still have the impression that, oh no, everybody wants kids.
True.
Everybody wants kids, which is not so.
That was
I would have actually used myself an example, but why I use the reverend father is because those people, they knew that, they see them every day, but they didn't counter them. But if it comes to my own opinion, they will always object to that.
How does your family feel about this decision? I mean, coming to the fact that you are not quite interested in raising kids at the moment.
Well, okay, like,
Is your mom not worried? Doesn't she want to have grandchildren?
well, my mom is not worried, and I love the fact that my family has actually grown up to the stage to respect people's boundary.
Wow.
You understand? It's your life. You have to live it. At the time, my mom will always say, oh, Victor, that's your life. I just wish you luck. And that's the simple truth. She made her own decision when she was growing up. There are so many personal questions and personal stories she has actually shared, about she and my dad and all that. She made her decision by her own self, and it's up to me.
Yeah.
And she will always say, all I owe you is prayer. And I
Yeah.
wish you success. And that's just the simple truth.
You speak so smartly. I'm curious to know how old you are. But although you didn't want to disclose that to me,
Oh, no.
have you have a change of mind?
When it comes to my age, I don't think I can equally share that because,
Are you above 20?
of course, I'm above 20. Don't
No, you can't be. See, I'm 27, bro, but people think that I'm 35 or something. Do you understand? That has to do with my childhood, the stress I went through and everything. So it's possible. Do you understand? I mean, Nigeria, like most of us, we grew up in circumstances where we had to do certain things ourselves, and that has made us look older.
Exactly.
That's made us to mature quickly. So if I can be standing here as 27-year-old, I won't be surprised if you're even maybe 29 or something, or you might even be younger. Who knows? So tell me.
Okay,
Are you above 35?
when it comes to all this age thing, I would say that it's still personal. Because even before I came to this show, my wife is a person that I always like.
Now, when you listen to this guy talk, you will think that he is in love with that lady. When you see someone get married to someone who is old enough to be his grandmom, there are only two things involved. It's either because of money or because of papers. Yes. These are the only things. These are the two things which are involved. And I believe he got married to that lady because of money or because of papers, because of visa. I know the economy now is so difficult. So when you listen to him talk, you would think he's in love with that lady. There is no love. He is not in love with that lady. That lady is old enough to be his grandmom. And now he is claiming he will explain and explain and explain. There is no evidence that he is in love with that lady. Yes, you can't tell me that in the whole of Nigeria, if you claim that you were looking for love, you have not seen a lady that you can get married to, and you claim that it's because of love, it's because of... That's the fattest lie. That's the fattest lie. So there is no love. It's because of money or because of papers, and we all know it. You can't get married to someone who is old enough to be your grandmother, and you are here telling stories. That's the fattest lie. Yes, that's the fattest lie. And we all know what is happening. What most young guys are doing nowadays. They get married to old ladies because of papers and because of money. Yeah, it's so difficult nowadays. It's so difficult. Yeah, and I feel sorry for most women, especially old women, when they are getting married to these young guys. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. There is no love. They are not getting married to you because they love you. They are after your money, and they are after the visa. So be wise.